All right, Shalom. It's your brother Quashab. Coming back at you with another quick lesson. And before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, telling me this truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and citations be to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel and may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right. And I just want to get into a quick lesson, straight to the point. Right, as you can see, it says the U.S. now has more people without work than available jobs. All right, now this is why brothers we always say, Esau he plays games on numbers, man. All right, because every week you have the the secretary of the president. All right. I forget her name, the little white chick. She come out and say, gas prices are down, electricity bills are down, right? The job economy, we've added 10,000 more jobs, all right? But if all these things are so, all right, why is this statistic coming out, right? Why is there more people without work than jobs available if the economy is growing, right? If the economy is booming, you see? And we live in reality, man. We deal in reality, all right? You got, certain people I know, all right, certain brothers, looking for jobs, right? Better jobs or whatnot. And there's nothing out there, man, all right? You have more people, all right, actually being laid off, all right, or let go than actual companies hiring, man. All right, this is why I say we deal in reality, all right? We, from just personal, my personal life, all right, brothers' personal lives, man, all right, especially down here in the bottom of the map, man, all right? It's not a goddamn thing down here, man, all right? As far as jobs, hey, man, you can't even get a job at McDonald's no more, man, Everybody say they hiring, but nobody's hiring, man. You see? These are the times. Hey, man, and hey, call lawyer. How about Shemal Shai? Because this place is up for foreclosure, man. All right, everything must go. All right, everything must go, man. So I got a few scriptures. All right, and it's not gonna be too long. So let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3, right? It says, "In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few, and those that look out of the windows, and those that look out of windows be darkened." All right. And this is what we're seeing. We are seeing the grinding cease, all right, which represents work, all right? The keepers of the house, all right, which goes into the so-called economists, all right, who are saying things contrary to what, the secretary of the president is coming out and saying, all right, even the out of the horse's mouth himself, all right, with the illusion that things are getting better, all right? Because at this point, that's all it is. It's nothing but an illusion, okay? You got people, did a video, I think that was last week, on all the people that are just mourning, can't pay their bills, all right, maxing out credit cards, right, just not paying bills. People are having to pick and choose between paying. Hey, man, we just paying bills, man. We just pay. Hey, man, we go to work just to pay the bills, man. All right, that's why it says in Haggai that we work much for bringing little, man. Because we don't have a 2-3 free checks every month. No, man, those things is accounted for, But finish this out, right? It was going into the economists, all right, the keepers of the house, all right, and they're the ones that are looking out of the windows, all right. They're the ones that are saying, well, look, there's more people without jobs than jobs available, And you have, certain men, all right, with valid credentials, man, all right, Resumes are valid, man. All right, experience, you know. They even have degrees, all right, certifications, you know. Valid jobs out there, so-called, you know. And you fit the bill, and hey, you never get a call. Job still up there 3 months later, but you never get a call. You see? That's a key to know that these people are lying, man. All right. It says, verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, and when the sound of grinding is low, he shall rise up the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. But the point was that the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. All right. And we can see the sound of the grinding being low. All right. And ultimately the door in the streets is getting ready to be shut. Right. Because when people are going to work and they can't pay their bills, all right, what are they going to keep going to work for? You see? What are you going to keep going to work for if you can't even afford to keep your house, right? Your car, right? You can't afford to keep the lights on. Oh, but I'm going to go to work, though. You see? This is the order, all right, out of chaos that Esau is looking to bring, man. All right? You Americans need to wake the hell up, man. You see? But let's go, as I pulled up the term, all right? The fuck? It's Salaki. It says order ab chaos is a Latin model that translates to order out of chaos. All right, that's what Esau wants to bring, that order, a new order out of the chaos that he's what you call it, purposely fulfilling. You see? Now it says it is most notably known by the yada yada. All right, and symbolizes the transformation of confusion, suffering, or disarray into a state of peace, balance, and enlightenment. Okay, and that's what he wants to do. All right, he wants to bring you into a state of confusion, suffering, and disarray, and that's the chaos. All right, but he's going to use these things like all hell breaking loose. All right, he's going to use these different things, man, in order to have you what? Bring in peace. Salaki, not you, but him. All right, he's going to have the answer already. Problem, reaction, solution. That's him. He has it. All right, but and it tells you is out of the motto of the Freemasons, man. And we know who that is, man. All right, but was I going Isaiah, right? Chapter 19. I want to read. I'll jump back up. All right, I'm going to read this. Isaiah 19 and 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. You see? So, excuse me. So we're in the spiritual Egypt, right? In which Egypt just means nothing but a house of bondage, all right? And tell you in Baruch that, behold, we are yet this day in captivity, all right? So if you think you're not in captivity, Jake, you got another thing coming, all right? It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. So ain't gonna be no work here in America, man. All right. Like I keep saying, this place is done. It's finished. All right. America is just waiting to be foreclosed. All right. It's already on the auction block. You see? Well, however that work, you know. And I'm gonna jump up because this is a very prophetic chapter. All right. When you go into it, all right, when you go to the top, it says, and I will shut the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right. So that's the chaos, man. All right. The so-called American against the so-called American, man. All right. Like they had in the movie Civil War. What kind of American are you? You see, these are the times that we're coming into. Okay. Satan is divided. All right. It says they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see? I'm going to jump to verse 4, all right? Like I said, you can read this chapter and relate and put these things to what's going on today. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, all right? And the fierce king, we can see who it is in sitting in the power seat now, all right? Even though, you know, he's nothing but a puppet, right? We can still see the tyranny, all right, the theology, all right, that this devil wants to bring, man, all right, the different laws, legislation that he's signing into action, right, literally telling other states that you're about to see while we are called the Department of War, all right. Well, this is the fierce king, man. You see, DJT, all right. But let me get one more, and I'll probably just end it here. All right. So just one more I'm gonna grab. We'll end it off there. All right. So the Sirach chapter 10, verse 3, it says, "An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority of the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable." And we can see that this king is destroying his people, man. All right. But in due time, he's going to set over the ones that are profitable. All right. The elect. Okay. The men of the Lord. All right. The princes of the power, man. Yasha. You see? Starting with Yahushua, you know. But that's pretty much the point, man. So, I don't want to write this out. This lesson was edifying.